And it's Terry Becker, Barry Porter on the outside. Oh, there's the fence already. Now there's Becker skipping up on the outside. Look at Vogler showing his experience and blasting through on the inside. The Yankee champion takes the lead. Becker on the outside. Coming through on the inside, the New Zealander Barry Butterworth. Then comes Brett Lacey, followed by George Tatnell, starting to power his way through from the back of the pack. Down past the Newcastle start timer they go, and look at Vogler. He is hot to trot tonight, and it's exactly what the boy's doing. He's picking them up and he's laying them down. Rich Vogler in front of Barry Butterworth. Here's Tatnell coming through on the inside of Terry Becker. Then comes Brett Lacey and Barry Porter. But look at this boy go. He's got one speed, absolutely flat cat. There's no brakes, no nothing. He's just got the foot planted flat to the floor. Barry Butterworth in second place. Tatnell having trouble getting by Terry Becker at the moment. Then Brett Lacey tailing George Tatnell. Look at Vogler go. He's half the length. He's the straight in front of Butterworth. Then comes Becker. Tatnell still can't get by Becker. Tatnell to the inside, switching to the outside, but Becker's holding Tatnell at bay at the moment, but nobody's holding this guy. Only 5 to go from here. So smooth, so easy. Butterworth in second place. Becker is third. Then comes looking for the outside of Becker, getting it nicely too. Now that's clear, but it's all too late. He's half a lap behind the leader, Rich Vogler. Second place being held by Butterworth. Third place being held by Tatnell. There's a car moving through quickly too. Barry Porter. Here's the race leader coming down straight away now. Rich Vogler, the United States Sprint Car and Speed Car champion. Look at him go. We've got a flying lap time on Vogler at the moment. I told you he was fast. Look at him fly. 15.69 seconds for a lap. Round the outside of Becker. Butterworth's in second place. Tatnell's in third. Forget about them all. It's USA number 10. Rich Vogler in front. Only a lap to go. The New Zealander Barry Butterworth is in second. Then comes George Tatnell. But it's all over. Vogler down the main straight away. And Vogler is first. That's the checker. Second will go to New Zealand driver Barry Butterworth. Third will go to Tatnell. Then will come the Victorian driver Brett Lacey. In front of the Northern Territory driver Barry Porter. No, it's Noel Bradford coming through there quickly. Then Porter. And have you seen anything as fast as that? USA 10. Rich Vogler, the United States Sprint Car and Speed Car champion. And there's just one of the very reasons why. Okay, there's the Dick Britton car beginning to get mobile and pick him up. And there's the green. And it was Gary Rush who just blitzed straight to the lead. In second place at the moment is Jim Winterbottom, although going through on the inside of him is Nipper Lacey. The set sail after Rush, but believe you me, once this Gary Rush gets his nose in front, he's not going to be any... No one will catch him. Gary Rush, Nipper Lacey. Now let's see. Hodenshaw coming through on the inside of Winterbottom, who's in trouble. Bounced off the fence, still going okay though, but he'll have to go infield. Here's Brooks coming in on the inside of his teammate Hodenshaw. Hodenshaw and Brooks are at it. Look at the two Yanks with you. Hodenshaw and Brooks really battling it out. They're not worried about compatriotism here. They're right into it. Gary Rush the leader. Nipper Lacey getting out after him too, I tell you. In third place is Hodenshaw. Fourth place is Brooks. Fifth place is Blackmore. Sixth place is Britton. And in seventh place is Taylor. Gary Rush in front. There's a gap of about 50 or 60 metres back to Lacey, who's in trouble. Getting it sorted out and on the infield. That leaves Hodenshaw in second now. Brooks is third. Blackmore is fourth. And Dick Britton is fifth. 10 laps to go from here for the flying Gary Rush. 5 laps to go, I'm sorry. Brooks. Then comes Bobby Blacklaw. Neil Taylor is in trouble in that car number 102. He's in bother. Gary Rush in the number 2 car is the leader, followed by the American Mike Brooks, then New South Wales champion Bob Blacklaw. Taylor all over the shop at the moment. Then Britain. Now here's Rush moving up onto the tail of Britain, and it will put him a lap down. White flag coming up for Gary Rush, a lap to go from here. And he's moving up on Britain to lap him. Rush a lap to go on the inside of Britain. Didn't do a very good job on there. Brooks is second. Blacklaw is third. But here comes the winner. And an easy one. Gary Rush. Rush is first. Second place goes to the United States driver Mike Brooks. Third place, the New South Wales number 1, Bobby Blacklaw. And fourth place would go to Dick Britton in the number 6 car. Getting them into their spot. Now this is a Stars, Sprint Car Stars. Pit gates are open, stand by, pit gates are open. Some problem with the pit gate there. Bobby Blacklaw going infield, but we do have the pit gate open. Try and ascertain, one sprinter coming. A little late to the start. And it's Dick Britton, who's obviously having himself just a few bugs tonight in the New South Wales number 6 car. Holding a pretty good grid of it. Going to be 8 of them if Britain fires up, and he does. We've got 8 pretty big guns. Okay, Dick Britton picks them up. We stand by for the start of the Stars, Winfield Stars, 10-lapper. There's the green. And it was Mike Brooks who made the best of it from New Zealanders Barry Butterworth. There's Noel Bradford hiking a wheel going through turn number 1. But look at Mike Brooks go. He shot to the lead. Here comes Tatnall through on the inside of Butterworth. Butterworth still got second though. Then Tatnall followed by Rush. Then comes Rich Vogler. Followed then in third last place by Noel Bradford. Brett Lacey in second last place, and bringing up the rear is Dick Britton. It's the flying United States driver Mike Brooks in the lead. New Zealander Barry Butterworth trying to set out after him in second spot. Then George Tatnall running third. Gary Rush looking for an inside on Tatnall. It closed quickly and Rush had to back right off. Coming down main straight away, Mike Brooks the leader. There's Rich Vogler diving through on the inside of Rush as Rush got up a little high, and Vogler powered his way through on the inside. Now Rush, look at Vogler go though. He gets it high on the track and he powered right back around Rush. Rush is pushing Vogler along though, and Butterworth's in a bit of trouble in front of them. George Tatnall's behind Butterworth. Here's Vogler looking for the gap on the inside of Tatnall. He almost got it there too. Here's Rush coming through on the inside of Vogler, but Rush backed right off there and let Vogler go round him. Tatnall moving up on the Butterworth. Vogler coming through on the inside of Tatnall. He's got him. There's Vogler up into third. Now Mike Brooks, and he's got the fly. Let's see if he can better the record. Vogler's in second. Rush is third. Tatnall fourth. Then Butterworth, Bradford and Lacey. Here's the checkered flag. Mike Brooks is first. Chess, new record. Second place, Rich Vogler. Third place, Gary Rush. Fourth place, George Tatnall. Then came Butterworth, followed by Bradford, Lacey and Britton, and we have another 10-lap record. Mike Brooks held it, Gary Rush broke it, and now Mike Brooks reclaims it to 33.290 to 33.290 to Mike Brooks. Now, I happened to do a little bit of mathematical calculation during the week on the old track record at 2:36, and in round figures, that's an average speed of 120 kilometres an hour. That's average. So at some stage, possibly down the back chute and down the front chute, those sprint cars are touching in the vicinity of 85 to 90 miles an hour. It's 60 miles an hour at an average speed if you want to go back to the old miles per hour. It's 120 kilometres an hour average speed. That's at 2:36, the old record. So they're certainly very, very fast pieces of machinery, averaging 60 miles an hour on the Newcastle International Motordrome. And away they go. 16 monsters screaming into the first turn. There's a little bit of a shambles up there too with the Victorian. A little bit of a buffet up the front there too with Rush. And look at them fly. Coming down the main straightaway. Brett Lacey out in front. There's Mike Brooks, the United States driver, going from the inside of Barry Porter. There's a shuffle up at the back of the pack with Nipper Lacey in trouble, but he's got out of it all right. And coming down the main straightaway, Mike Brooks is in the lead. Look at the power and unbelievable speed that these machines are travelling at. Down the back straightaway, and it's Brett Lacey in front of the United States driver, Mike Brooks, who's holding down second spot at the moment. There's a gap of about 25 or 30 metres then to Barry Porter, the Northern Territory driver, and then the United States driver, J.J. Hodenschild, is in that fourth spot, with Gary Rush coming through on the inside of Hodenschild now as I speak. Down the main straightaway, Brett Lacey is the leader. In second place, we've got Mike Brooks. In third place, Barry Porter. In fourth place is Gary Rush. But it's Brett Lacey at the moment. Lacey out in front. Second place is Mike Brooks, right behind him at the moment. And this tremendous crowd of cars led by Barry Porter, then Gary Rush. Rich Vogler has moved through into fifth place, and then comes J.J. Hodenschild, who seems to be dropping back in the lead. Oh, here's trouble! Whoa, Brett Lacey skipped out of there. Almost got cleaned up. There's trouble over the back too with Bob Blackwell, but they're all clear. Down past the Newcastle Star Timer, and Mike Brooks is the leader. In second place, we've got Porter. In third place, we've got Gary Rush. In fourth place, we've got Rich Vogler. Here's Gary Rush trying to power through on the inside. Now, the race leader is Mike Brooks here in the black car. In second place at the moment, we've got Gary Rush. In third place, Rich Vogler. In fourth place, J.J. Hodenschild. And in fifth place is Noel Bradford. Sixth is Barry Porter. Seventh is George Tatnall. And then in eighth place, we've got the New Zealander, Barry Butterworth. The leader, Mike Brooks, in the black car. Heading down into turn number 3 and 4. Mike Brooks is the race leader. Second place at the moment, Gary Rush in the New South Wales number 2, and right behind him the American champion Rich Vogler is running in third spot at the moment. Followed then by Noel Bradford, the Western Australian, who's up into fourth, and J.J. Hodenschild is running fifth. Race leader Mike Brooks in the black car, going into turn 1 and 2 at the moment, and down past the Newcastle Star Timer. Brooks gets back on the inside there and laps Terry Becker at the moment. moment, and Noel Bradford is running fourth. JJ Hodenschild fifth, George Tatnall is sixth. Back to our race leader, 28 laps to go, and it's Mike Brooks coming down the main straightaway right now. There's our race leader, Mike Brooks. In second place at the moment, we've got Gary Rush here, the New South Wales number 2 car. Right behind him is Rich Vogler, the United States driver, running third. Noel Bradford from Western Australia is fourth. JJ Hodenschild fifth. George Tatnall is sixth. And then comes Barry Butterworth in seventh place. Now the interest at the moment as to whether Rush and Vogler can start to make ground on Brooks. They're about a half a lap down at the moment. Brooks goes fastest now. Rush flies up into turn number 3, about 180 metres behind. Rich Vogler's right behind him and putting the pressure on him. Then comes Noel Bradford, followed by JJ Hodenschild and George Tatnall and Barry Butterworth. Brooks now snuck away a little bit there. Has opened up about 200 metres between he and Rush. Rush is trying all he possibly can to pick up Brooks, but Mike Brooks is absolutely flying in the black car. Oh! Rush did a big mono there. Gary Rush actually did a mono wheel. And it'll be okay while he's got it pedaling. And Mike Brooks is the leader. Mike Brooks in front at the moment. That'll leave Rich Vogler up in second place. Noel Bradford is running third. JJ Hodenschild fourth. And then George Tatnall moving through on the inside of JJ now. And that puts George Tatnall up into fourth place. So, it's Mike Brooks in the black car who's leading away. Coming down the main straightaway here now and lapping Barry Butterworth. He's got one lap up on Butterworth. Coming through on the inside, it was touch and go, but he got through all right. Second place at the moment is Rich Vogler, half a lap behind. Third place is Noel Bradford from Western Australia. Fourth is George Tatnall. Fifth is JJ Hodenschild. And sixth is Barry Butterworth. There's only 4 cars on the same lap as Mike Brooks at the moment. Mike Brooks is the leader. Rich Vogler second. Barry Butterworth, Noel Bradford is third. George Tatnall is fourth. JJ Hodenschild is fifth. And here's Mike Brooks moving up, about to lap JJ Hodenschild now, I'd say, as they come out of turn 4. It's Mike Brooks. Well clear of the pack. We then go right back in second place to Rich Vogler, coming fastest now. In third place, Bradford, who's done a good job in third spot. Fourth place is Tatnall. Fifth is JJ Hodenschild. And here's Brooks moving up on the tail of JJ Hodenschild now into that fifth placing, who's about to be lapped. Here's the race leader, Mike Brooks, coming down main straightaway. Hodenschild gets the hold the line flag. Mike Brooks can't get him at the moment. Mike Brooks in front. Rich Vogler in second place. Noel Bradford doing a great job in third. George Tatnall is running fourth. Fifth is now JJ Hodenschild and has been lapped. The fifth place driver, Hodenschild, is lapped with Mike Brooks moving up on them left, right and centre. Mike Brooks in the USA number 20 is the leader. From Rich Vogler in the USA number 10. And the Western Australian driver, Noel Bradford, is in third place. There's a bit of a spin there for Bobby Tunks, but he gets back all right. No stopping Brooks, though. He's flying. No one's getting close to him. Second place is a great dice between Bradford and Vogler now. Here's Vogler, followed then by Bradford, who's right behind him. Now Barry Butterworth had a blow. He's gone. Bad luck for Butterworth. He'll have to pull out. Mike Brooks in the black car, the race leader, coming by us now. Now we go back to the good dice at the moment between Rich Vogler and Noel Bradford, but Bradford's picked him off, and Bradford has now gone up into second place. Correction, I was looking at the Barry Butterworth car. Vogler's still second, Bradford is third, then comes Tatnall and Hodenschild, who have been lapped now by Mike Brooks. 10 to go for Brooks. There he goes, scooting through on the inside. So it's Mike Brooks now about to move up on Vogler straight away. Now he's up onto Bradford's tail. This could be it. Rich Vogler and Noel Bradford could be lapped by Mike Brooks here. Mike Brooks is about to put one lap between he and the rest of the field. What a performance. Oh, nearly trouble there. Bradford did well. Vogler's got a flat. Vogler's got a flat. He's out. So everybody's been lapped. Tatnall is going up to third and Child in fourth. Now they're the top four at the moment. Mike Brooks in the lead. Second place to Bradford. They've all been lapped. Then comes Tatnall. Then comes Child. So it's Mike Brooks, the clear leader. One lap in front of everybody else. Mike Brooks, Noel Bradford and George Tatnall. Brooks, Bradford and Tatnall, the top three at the moment. Mike Brooks coming into turns 3 and 4 right now.
Well, what a great exhibition by this United States star, and it's Brooks. There he goes. Here's Bradford passing us now in 57, and then Tatnall lying third. J.J. Child immediately behind him. But there's the big black wing driven by Mike Brooks going right around the outside of them again. What a tremendous performance. It's almost breathtaking. It's staggering the way he's driving. West Australian farmer doing a good job too. He's sitting up there in second place is Bradford. Then Tatnall in the Winfield car. Behind him is J.J. Child. But there's Brooks, a clear leader. Brooks away from Bradford. Followed by Tatnall and Child. There's Child getting to Tatnall. Child will go around Tatnall. Yes, he does so. Child's got him. But it's Brooks. Brooks away here now. Oh, and he's on fire. Brooks is on fire. Bradford to do the job, but Brooks is on fire. But here it is, it's all over, and Bradford the winner. Bradford first, Child second, and Tatnall third. Bradford, Child, and Tatnall. That's the way they went over the line. Bradford first, the West Australian farmer. Great drive. Child second, and Tatnall in third place. What bad luck indeed for the United States star, Mike Brooks, with only half a lap to go. Suddenly sprouted flame and could not go on with it. But the way they went over the line, Bradford of Western Australia first, J.J. Child of the United States second, after being taken by George Tatnall at one stage of the race, and third place went to gorgeous George Tatnall in the Winfield car.